Ah, there, I've got a motion tracker as well if you want to be a bit cautious.
Oh, I'll be right back. Just need 2 minutes. Be right back.
Yeah, I suggest you use it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, how is this going to work then, Phil?
How's what going to work? Sorry.
The motion, using a motion tracker.
So-
we're all standing still.
So yeah, so a motion tracker will detect anything within. What's the range of it? I think it's medium range. Motion tracker.
Does Janice have any kind of like security camera suite in her office so she can keep tabs on all the reprobates like her who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing?
It is so you don't have access to anything normally like that in your office, but it is it might be possible to manipulate one of the consoles to get access to camera footage, to security cameras, providing they're still functioning.
Well, this one isn't it?
Just lost it in there. Page 6. Right, so tracker automatically detects presence of any large moving objects within long range, which is up to 4 zones away inside. And don't forget, a zone is a room or a corridor.
On the, you know, when we said we were getting static, was that on the intercom?
Yes.
Did we say?
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully this is going to work this time. So there is on McWare, you notice there's an alert starts flashing up on your console in your office.
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
An alert starts flashing up on the console in your office. It seems to have been triggered by your PDTs.
Okay. Office.
Press the button then, or whatever.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to work this time. So apart from John, who's already watched it,
what's it going to come through on?
It's going to come from roll 20. Right, so everybody's screen should go change. And it's gone. Right, okay, I'll have to do it. I'll have to put it back up again. Give me 1 moment. Why is it not working now? Oh, it's because I've closed the... Right. This was all set up because it's reset itself.
This is for the maintenance team. I've keyed this recording to your PDT, so it should show up as soon as you arrive back at the colony. Okay. In the last 24 hours, this is for the maintenance team. I've keyed this recording to your PDT, so it should show up as soon as you arrive back at the colony. Okay. In the last 24 hours, the situation has gotten a lot worse.
This is going to work.
Something's happening.
Right, okay. Right. Hopefully this should work now.
This is for the maintenance team. I've keyed this recording to your PDT, so it should show up as soon as you arrive back at the colony. Okay. In the last 24 hours, the situation has gotten a lot worse. Those things should show everywhere. Some of them are a lot bigger. I don't have much time. We're all going to head down to the vehicle maintenance garage in the sublevel. The colonial marshal and the deputies think that they can barricade it off from the rest of the complex, and we can hold out there. Listen. The inspection team, the company inspection team, came from that shuttle from 2 days ago. Miranda Reynolds and her bunch. I think they're behind all of this. They have prepped the shuttle for departure, but it's ground locked. I'm pretty sure Reynolds and her scientist buddy Comiskey are the only ones who have the key cards to lift the lock and access the shuttle. They have prepped the shuttle. If you get this message, don't follow us. Don't come down to the maintenance garage. Get one of the key cards. Get to the shuttle and get out. I'm pretty sure that Reynolds is still holding her block C2. Comiskey, is he still over there in MedLab? And I'm sure. Get him.
Love that alien scream when one of them gets wasted.
So everybody heard that this time, did they? Apart from John, obviously, who's seen it anyway.
Yeah. I. So the shuttle bay is locked with the creatures in it. That's the only way to get away is to get into the shuttle bay. To
So-
do that, you need a key card. And there was something about somebody, Reynolds, and somebody else who were locked in an office. Do we know who those people are?
Yes, so this is like going back to the intro, so I should probably. So.
Reynolds and Kaminsky have got key cards. I got that Kaminsky were in the med lab.
So Miranda Reynolds and a chief scientist Theodora Comiskey work for Wayland Yutani, and they arrived just about a day or so before you left to go on that maintenance run. They arrived, and also Sig, I believe. Sig said that told everybody that he'd overheard a hushed conversation that their shuttle was being quietly prepped for departure. So that was happening just before you left for maintenance. So you can replay the message if you want to replay the message. It's there. You can just loop it to replay it.
What were the names again? Sorry, Phil. You know the.
So Miranda Reynolds is the Wayland Yutani company agent, and Theodora Comiskey is her chief scientist.
Video message is in background for things. Hear it.
Is it? Well, it shouldn't be.
Meh.
Somebody's playing it.
Okay. Well, like I say, I can loop it again. You can play it again at any time, Lou, if you want to review it.
No, it's okay.
I mean, or I can summarize it if you want.
Yeah, that might be quicker.
Right. So basically, all of the all the colonists have been moved down into the maintenance garage, where they're holding up.
Can we see the map, please, Phil?
Oh yeah, sorry. Just a moment. So the maintenance garage is on one of the is on the sub level. So they're all holed up there, where and supposedly it's Simpson. So that's not Simpson. Was it? He's the like second in command supervisor of the colony. This guy that was on the video. I forget his name. So basically, him and all the other colonists have gone and holed up in the maintenance garage in the sub level, and barricaded themselves in to supposedly try and wait out what's happening until help arrives. But it's also said that he believes that Miranda Reynolds and her scientist buddy are either to do with what's happened or know about what's happened. And their shuttle had been prepped to leave not long, about a day after they arrived, but the shuttle has been locked down, and the only way to remove the landing locks so the shuttle can take off is through use of one of their security key card, and both Reynolds and Kaminsky each have a card that is capable of releasing the shuttle. And he also said that he thinks that so Reynolds and Comiskey aren't with them in the base, haven't gone with them into the sub levels. He believes that Comiskey is in Med Lab and Reynolds is in Simpson's office.
Do we know where Simpson's office is?
So
C1, didn't he?
Simpson's office is in I think it's in E block.
Right, so all roads lead to E block then.
Yeah. Medlab and E block. Yep.
Just double
Somebody
check for
said
you.
they got a movement scanner, didn't they?
Yeah, me. I've got a motion tracker.
Can we just quickly sweep where we're at? I personally want to have a nosy in these other offices.
Oh no, so yeah, Reynolds is in C block. Reynolds is in C. Reynolds took over Simpson's office, which is on the second floor of C block, and Comiskey is in Med Lab, which is in E block, on the second floor of E block.
Who locked down the shuttle?
Don't know. Presumably Reynolds and Comiskey.
Do we know where the shuttle is?
It's on the landing pad near the near traffic control, outside the north wall.
Right. Okay.
I guess we don't have as a colony. We don't have any shuttles or anything. This is the only way off.
No.
Because getting off seems like a really good idea.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, we're not going to leave all the people locked in the basement though. They'll just be.
I think we should
Well, this is
investigate
fodder.
first before we try escaping.
Yeah, I think we need to get our hands on one Reynolds or Comiskey and find out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So we
the
can.
the other colonists. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really like them anyway. They were always leaving litter around and making a mess. So no loss to me.
Yeah, well, good thing you aren't in charge then.
Yet. Watch you.
In video message, don't follow us down here though.
Just remember who saved your ass last time, boss.
It was appreciated.
Now get back to work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we have a
Well, what
look
do you
in the-
think? Straight run down the corridor through to the mid.
I wonder if there's
The,
these officers
armory.
around where we are.
The armory is situated. Let's see. Where we're looking for it's a symbol, isn't it, rather than a. So the armory is in command on B block on the second
Where
floor
we
of
are?
B.
We've got to go through B block anyway before we go anywhere. So
You're in A
Alright.
block. So B block's the central block, and the armory is situated in command crew quarters up on
Yeah.
on the second floor of B block.
Let's go get some guns. And grenades.
you keep
Things are
mentioning,
tough.
keep mentioning separate floors, Phil. Have we got maps for them as well, or do we only know what this one is? Have we only got a ground plan?
It might be possible to hack into one of the consoles to get access to floor plans.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should
but
get
one
to try
assumes we already know what this place looks
Yeah,
like.
so everybody has a general understanding of the base layout. Yeah, I mean some people are more familiar with it than others. So McWhirr has probably got a better McWhirr and Sig have possibly got a better working knowledge of the base layout than anybody else.
Okay, well, so if we want to grab some guns on the way down to the medical suite, you know, we move south into B block, head upstairs. Armor's in the crew area.
Do we know what to
Get ourselves.
investigate where we are while we're here? Are we in a rush?
So, what was the question?
Are we going to investigate where we are rather than just rushing for the guns?
I think a
Rather-
quick sweep of the area, I think, is a good idea. We don't want to be running down a corridor and getting someone attacking us from behind. My years of military training said that would be a bad idea.
So
Yeah, well, obviously be careful. I'm just saying, you know, these are officers that, you know, I work in 99% of my working day. There's nothing. Well, unless Phil, you tell me something different. I mean, this is just an office block.
yeah, so ground floor of A block is just colony officers. The upper floor, floor 2 of A block, contains family apartments. It's where most of the housing is located.
I think using the motion scanner and just poking his head in the rooms just to make sure there's nothing in the rooms or nobody.
So a motion scanner can be used once every turn, which is every 5-10 minutes, and it will pick up any large, medium, or large moving object within medium range, which is within 4 zones of your position, but or in the direction that you're pointing it as well.
Emphasis on the term moving.
So anybody that stood in front of you that is moving will also be picked up by the scanner. I have so let me see. Should be able to. So this little blip, this thing I'm moving around here.
Yep.
These are motion scanner blips, which I shall put down if your scanner detects anything. So they will go where you've picked up motion, but of course they'll remain stationary on the map after that, because you can only trigger it once every 10 minutes.
It's a power roll, isn't it? For
And then you make a power roll. That's just to see if you deplete the power. So it always works as long as it's got power.
yeah, I'm 5 for 5 at minute, so we'll do that then. We'll see what's happening.
So where you're gonna so tell me exactly what you're gonna do then.
I am going to stand kind of here, make sure I'm not going to get jumped by out in corridor.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ping it this way.
Okay. Okay, right. You can make a power roll then.
That can't be good.
You've not got any stress dice, have you?
Yeah, why you're on stress dice?
I just click power roll.
Oh right, is it using the stress dice? Okay, so that's that they're ones, but yeah, it don't worry, it's fine. So they're ones, so yeah, your power goes down by 1.
So
Oh,
we try and
it's
hack
yeah.
into the-
Okay.
can we try and hack into the comms unit and take a look at all the cameras that we can find to see if we can spot anything?
Did we end on the motion tracker?
So there's nothing comes up on it.
Who's got the highest tech?
Sonny.
I think it was
Right.
me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to have a go at the comms unit? I can assist, and we can see if we can get the cameras up.
So
on
if
our
you want
comms
to assist, you need to have this at least one in the skill that you're assisting with as well.
Yeah, I've got 2.
Got one.
Yeah. Something was sorted. Right, so Lee, do you want to have a go?
Just press on the ComTech.
And if modifier, you can add 3 to as modifier, and it should roll 3 extra dice. Oh well, however many people are helping you, to a maximum of 3. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, how many's helping?
I am.
Me too.
Just
Put
put
one in modifier then.
2 then.
2.
2.
Just gonna keep an eye out, see what's going on.
Okay. Okay, right. Success. And a bonus success, so you can push it. I mean, you can use that as a... If there's something to use it on, just bear with me a moment. Okay, right. An error message comes up saying that access to the CCTV security system is malfunctioning. And that the only way to access it will be from ops.
Where's ops?
Ops is in E block and command in command.
We're there anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, everything seems to be in E block. Right, shall we go grab us some guns? Make like some Americans, go grab some guns. If it
America.
ain't human, well, I was going to say
I-
something racist. If it ain't human, we shoot it.
I'm gonna I want to just poke the door open on all these remaining 5 rooms before we
Okay.
start going off, just to make sure it's all clear.
Right, no problem. So can you make a? So can we?
Stepped out.
So what was the marching order again?
I think
We put
first
the
one
marine
was
up from. You
Cause-
cannon fodder.
Sorry.
We put the marine up from. I remember that much.
So Hirsch is at the front.
then Dan's character can occasionally step forward and do a scan if we want to just check stuff.
Okay, and then Singleton. Then
I can come in, Janice can come in third.
Janice, and then Sig, the scientist at the back, because there's no Holroyd anymore.
Yet. Still not lost out for him.
Okay, as you step out into you're stepping out into corridors, and you can make an observation roll. Then I forgot what your account is called. It's
Where are we?
Hirsch. Hirsch can make an observation roll then, since you're checking the officers as you move south down the corridor. Okay. Right. So you have you're just having a cursory look, just pushing door open and checking there's nothing obvious in the room. Then, yeah.
I've got my cutting torch on standby as well. just in case
Righto. Right. Okay. Right. So in the last office on your left hand side, you spot it's empty. There's no sign of anybody in the rooms, and they all look like they've been quickly abandoned. There's papers and things everywhere. They all look to be in disarray. There's like cups of half drunk coffee sat on the side, some knocked over, but something catches your eye in the last office on the left hand side. If you want to go in and investigate.
Can you describe what catches my eye? Is it like movement? Is
No,
it,
it's an object, something that stands out. You can't quite make out what it is. But it's
Little
sort of-
face like they're waving at you.
yeah,
Come a
I'll
little closer.
slowly
Come a
enter.
little closer.
I'm going to slowly
Open
enter.
wide.
I'm assuming by face hugger you mean friend. And, yeah, I've had loads of those.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The only face is Hershey's come across the ex-girlfriends. He's had many.
So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to slowly enter into the room.
Okay, so Hirsch breaks off. Is at the front. He looks looking into the office as you go down the corridor, and then sort of pauses at the door to this office, and then sort of disappears inside. What's everybody else doing?
Following.
Oh, wait.
So Singleton's going to follow. Janice is going to hang around outside. What about Sig?
Hanging corridor.
Okay. Right. So there's like I say, it's just some object that seems out of place. You can't quite tell what it is. It's sort of sticking out from behind the desk as you work your way around, and it's a big sort of heavy wrench. That's and as you look, it's the business end of the wrench is like sticky with blood, and all the rest of the like shaft of it is covered in this sort of translucent like slime.
Is there anyone in the room with me now, or is...
Look, well, glancing behind you, there's Singleton has followed you in.
I said to Singleton, look at this. It looks like someone's met the match with this. I'm going to pick it up.
Okay, it'll serve as a melee weapon if you want to use it. As such, it'll give you a plus +1 bonus and a damage, and it does the base damage of 1. But it also gives you a +1 bonus to like heavy machinery rolls as well.
Nice. I shall add that to my inventory. Do I just on my sheet?
Yeah, you can just enter it in on your sheet. Just edit your sheet.
Are we doing in block here one?
Yeah, going back out and continuing them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Singleton and Hirsch emerged from the room. Hirsch carrying a large, heavy machinery tool.
What's that for?
I'll say that's for the nuts. If you want your nuts tightening, come and see me.
I don't think we need any nuts tightening. If you want to carry a big tool around, fine.
Okay, right down the corridor. About
Two tools is better than one. That's what I say to my boss. 2 tools is better than 1.
That's McWare, who's your boss.
That were, and knowing luck that she's obviously a tool.
Now I've got 3 to deal with.
Right, so about 15-20 yards down the corridor is a door. one of the heavy lock doors that seals off this block. So they're not usually locked. They can be sealed with the right security clearance, but they're not usually sealed, and they open. There's like a button on the side to open them, and they will generally automatically close behind you after a few seconds. But they're not. It's a slow procedure. It doesn't it's not like a sudden like Star Trek. So it's not
Not
gonna.
the game.
No, so it's not going to like suddenly like shut and sever you in two.
I think that's Star Wars where they do that, isn't it?
You what? Sorry?
I think that's on Star Wars where they do that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, Star Wars. Yeah. So yeah, they're not like that. It pushes open and it'll close behind you after a while, after a short delay. Yeah.
So carry on.
Okay, so you walk down the corridor. Sorry. Oh, that me. I don't know if that was me echoing back off somebody's thing or not.
I think you were echoing.
Possibly. Yeah, I'm echoing back off somebody.
Not
Right.
me.
We have headphones and mic. And no clothes.
Again. Right, as you head down the corridor, you suddenly hear a gunshot, and followed by a lonesome scream that echoes up and down the ventilation ducts above you that run above your heads. It's impossible to determine where it came from, other than somewhere deeper into the base. As the scream fades, everybody can increase the stress level by 1.
That
Okay.
didn't sound good. Where did you say we heard scratching or scream?
No, you heard a gunshot and then like a scream, and it echoing through the ventilation ducts that run above your heads. So ventilation ducts are like run through almost every part of the base. In fact, you've just passed just outside McWhirr's office. There's an access hatch into one of the access hatches into the ventilation system.
So to me, it sounds like that thing we saw outside Billy's bars moved on and somebody else has found it. Which is good for us because it means it's not pestering us.
Silence from everybody. So what are you doing?
Well, I suppose carry on.
Okay. Okay, right. You carry on and you approach the sort of bulkhead door.
How far are we down this corridor now? We're near the
So
post.
this is the bulkhead door here. So that Hirsch will be.
Yep.
So you can all bunch up in front of it if you want, or you can be strung out down the corridor. It's entirely up to you how you want to work it.
What do we reckon about trying the intercom and the comms computer thing here before we open the door? See if we can catch hold of anybody.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Maybe this one works.
Yeah, so I'm gonna press on the intercom and ask if anyone's around, if anyone can hear us.
Okay, right. You press on it a few times. Initially, get loads of static screeching back at you, but after a few seconds, you hear like a garbled voice, but the interference is too severe. You can't make out any words. It's definitely a man's voice, but you can't it's too distorted to be able to discern what they're saying, and then it goes silent again.
Cool.
Okay.
So for anyone who didn't hear that, if they were further back, I'll kind of tell everyone that I could hear somebody but couldn't make out what they were saying. Does anyone with contact want to have a look at this this station? See if they can get anything out of it.
Yeah. Stig, do you want to have a go? And I'll help.
Is in our console?
Yeah, there's another console
Yeah.
just by this by the door.
Try that one then.
Okay, what you doing with it? What you're wanting to do with it?
That's it.
Sorry?
It wouldn't let us access last one, would it?
No. So what you wanting to? It depends what you wanted to do with it. Are you wanting to like pull up some maps of the betas,
I
like
think
blue?
I wanted to look at security cameras, didn't we?
Yeah. So it said security cameras. So stream to security cameras is malfunctioning. They're only accessible from ops in the command center.
Ah, right.
But yeah, if you can pull some maps up, that might be good.
The base maps.
Yep. So you
Yep.
do that. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, that's a success. Right, so yeah, you're able to pull up like a overview maps, blueprints of the well, not blueprints, but maps of the colony. Just one moment. There you go. We should be able to see that. See that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can
Yep, can
click
see
on it to get a blown up version of it.
All right, so I've got different levels.
And you can drag the bottom right hand corner to like make it even bigger. So you're on level 1 in A block, just at the first door. That borders A block. And then you've got a short corridor. There's a post room, and then another corridor that separates that section from B block. So the ladder symbols, by the way, if you haven't already seen them, they're stairwells between floors. Or in some cases, literally ladders. So you can pull, you've got access to that handout now as a handout. So you can pull that. You can look at that handout anytime you want now. It'll be in the journal tab, so anybody can access it, along with that chance of success table and that actions reference.
Shall we carry on?
Yeah, I think so. Making its way to the science block.
Yeah.
Chief
We'll
keep
have to
going.
see.
We're going to the armory first, won't we?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Head upstairs, grab some guns.
B2, the southwest.
Okay, so you're opening the door then, yeah?
Oh yeah, of course.
Hirsch?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, right. You hit the
This
button
door.
at this the side of the door, and the door slides open. It splits in the middle and slides open, revealing an empty, deserted corridor ahead of you.
Is the motion tracker still running? I know we can hear the sound, but
It is, but so a turn, during a turn you can move 2 zones. So once you move into this area, you'll be able to trigger it again. So a turn, you can move up to 2 zones. If you search an area, that takes a turn as well. So yeah. So essentially, when you get to here, you'll be able to trigger it again.
okay.
If not slightly before. Have I got? I think so. Yeah. There's a typical corridor. If you want to know what the corridors look like.
Is there anything of note in here?
No, it's abandoned. There's tools and personal belongings just dropped in the corridor. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Ignore the barricade at the end. There's no barricade.
No signs of damage or anything?
You can make an observation roll if you want. Okay, right. So you don't spot it at first, but there is. You do notice what appears to be signs of small arms fire pitting the walls and the floor, and there's damage to some of the storage crates that are stacked along one wall.
Looks like there was some fighting then.
Yep. Caution's definitely the operative word here then, rather than just running through and getting to where we need to be. Okay, so I'll slowly move forward, telling everyone that that's what I'm going to do as well.
Okay.
I follow suit.
Okay, right. There's doors to your the door off to your left as you're moving down, or right on the map. There's a closed door, 2 doors that lead into the post room, which is like an internal post station, which also contains stairwell access to block A2. And on the opposite side of the corridor, two what you assume are storage rooms. You're not overly familiar with this, other than you recognise it from cleaning.
If we check post room.
Yeah, that's access upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got stairwell access in the post room to upper floor. Yeah.
Yep, sounds good.
Just a short way down, just beyond the post room down the corridor, is another blast door.
Looking at the map, I'm not sure if we can get to block B from post. Like there's an adjacent corridor. It's all. If I'm following the black lines correctly, if you have a look at the big map, am I wrong? Go upstairs in the post room. I don't think we can get to block B2. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to do that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I just
Yeah, we're
wanted
going
to,
upstairs to get guns, then come back down again and carry on.
just wanted to check the post
Yeah.
room.
So
the
there's
post.
no access. You can't access block B block from the second floor of A block.
I just want to check the post.
Yeah.
There's no point going up. Saying at this.
Oh, I see what you mean. So, okay. So we need to carry on into B
So
block
for
before we go
instance,
upstairs.
this here, this is a corridor, but it's on the upper floor, so that's why you can't see it. That's why it's white rather than black like this one.
Can
Okay.
Okay.
And if you look at the map, the map that you've pulled up,
Yeah, just
this
checked it. It's clear on the other
C2,
map.
yeah, so that's clear. But whereas this one isn't, that you're
Yes.
currently in.
Okay.
Right. So
Whereabouts was the armory in the command crew weapons?
So the armory is on block B2
Kind of.
in the
Yeah,
command crew quarters.
I open the door to the post room, Phil.
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Right. So it's deserted like the rest of the base. Again, it's in dirty disarray. There's papers scattered across the floor. There's a number of series of air vacuum tubes for sending messages throughout the colony, like physical messages. Obviously, they don't need to do that for. Don't need to send written letters. So them kind of vacuum tubes put a little capsule in. It's sealed and it shoots off.
Like on Brazil.
Yeah, like in Brazil. Yeah. But
There's
yeah.
actually boxes with people's names on that with a slight post that's ready for them.
Sorry.
There are actual boxes with people's names on that's got posts waiting for them.
So it's split. It's sort of there's like a frame where it's split. It's split into blocks, and each block is split into sections. So there'll be for instance, A block is split into offices, and then each individual office, and then the habitation block that's on the second floor of A block has got names of family names of people that live in that block.
Right, what about Chief at base? Is he going to post?
So there's a thing for Singleton, but there's no messages. There's nothing in the pigeonhole for him. No.
Well, check my mail then.
Did I say
Can I
Singleton?
do that? You what?
Did I say Singleton?
Yes.
Oh, Simpson. Sorry, Simpson. Simpson is the colony leader.
No, not for him.
No. Most of them are clear.
Right. Clues. Something that we didn't previously know about.
Sorry.
Just thought there might have been some clues.
Right.
Thing that we weren't aware of.
So what you're doing?
I'm going to walk up to the next bulkhead door.
Okay.
And then look behind me and see what everyone else is doing. I ain't pressing that door until I've got an indication of what everyone else is doing.
I will follow.
What's Lee's character? Single.
Sig.
right?
Sorry.
Sonny Sig.
Yeah. So
Or
what,
whichever.
has Sig come out of the post room yet? Or is she still looking through everyone's letters?
I'm out.
Okay, so I'm going to press the button then.
Okay, right. There's a warning beep comes from the button. As you glance over, you can see it says security clearance is required to enter B block.
And turn around and look at everyone and say, has anyone got clearance to get into B block?
No.
Okay. Maybe my little cutting torch can get us through. Is that something that
you
it
could
would
try
be
that,
worth
yeah.
doing?
I'll have access winter, Phil.
Sorry.
I'll have access winter.
Hold on a minute. Actually, let me look at this.
Have to.
Sorry,
go
no,
through
no,
there.
no, you can't. No, I'm thinking you're on ground floor. Aren't you? No, sorry, yeah, the door does open. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking we're on the other floor.
I have to go through there to get to labs anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So you can get through this way. It's the upper it's the upper floor of the command that's sealed, that requires clearance to access. But this is more officers on the ground floor. So yeah, door opens. Door
Okay.
opens, revealing a short corridor, which ends at another blast door, upon which is emblazoned B block.
And is there anything of
B1.
note on this corridor?
No, just
Okay.
another nondescript deserted corridor.
I shall slowly walk towards the next set of blast doors.
Okay, what's everybody else doing? If you don't follow Hirsch, they'll close behind him.
I followed.
Right, okay, right. Shortly after McWeir passes through, the doors slide shut again.
Okay.
Right, can the person with the highest observation make a observation roll?
0.
I'm on 3.
Give me a second. Let's see what I've got.
Oh, sorry, no, 0.
2.
Where's observation? Oh, found it. 2.
2. So one of you two can make a observation roll, whichever.
Can they do a plus 1 if it's got helping?
No, it's not. It can't help.
Okay.
Can do it. Just click on it.
Okay, that's success. It's also, you've also rolled a panic. So can you make a panic roll, please? 9. Just a moment. Right. The you hear a scraping, scratching noise, almost like somebody dragging, scrabbling with the nails against the metal ducts that rung above your head. McWeir starts in a panic and drops. So you drop one of your items at random.
Let's see. Drops of panties. I got tiny items, little odds and ends.
So it'll be
have
one of the
anything
things that'll
else
be in your hand. So it'll either be your knife or your bolt gun. So I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
no, it won't be the knife. It'll be the gun.
Right. Okay. Right. You drop the gun in a panic. Yeah. So whether by stress or confusion or the realization that or the realization that you're going to die, you drop the bolt gun without realizing. And your stress level increases by 1.
I turn around and shoot her a look.
You just shoot her. Will be easier.
Okay.
So yeah, you all see this. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
And
she's
and sort
calm
of
down.
staggers
she's
back from the
she's
walls.
gibbering away, going, they're in the walls. I can hear them in the walls. Proper loud scream.
And calm it
Sorry.
down, Phil.
Okay, so yeah, calm down. So that's a where is it? That's a command roll, I believe, to snap her out of a panic.
Or analyze.
No, not analyze. Analyze is to like reduce people's stress levels when you're in. So to snap somebody out of a panic, you use command.
One command.
We've got 0. I can't.
No, you can. You can still, because you use your base. It's tied to its to a stat. So if you've got 0 in the skill, you've still got a chance of doing it. But you've just used the stat that it's the ability that it's tied to.
Right.
So if you click on the skill, it'll still roll what you need, what you've got. There you go. Right, so Sonic comes over and slaps McWeir about the face. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's up to you. You tell me what you do.
I'll shake her shoulders vigorously and shout, "Calm down, calm down!"
I turn around and tell you to give me a slap.
Does that calm her down?
Yes.
Tell her to give her.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
I'll give her a slap.
Give the woman a slap.
So Sonic
From
got.
there, like
Sorry, go
an
on.
airplane where they're all queuing up to beat that woman up. She's panicking.
So he got a roll of success on the command roll, so he managed to like snap you out of it. You can make an observation roll, McWeir, to see if you notice you dropped your bolt gun.
I think everybody else will notice, won't they?
Yeah.
Well, probably.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
An observation. Yep. So right. So you'll notice it lying on the floor, and embarrassed, you bend down and pick it up.
Okay. I heard something in the walls, up in the ducts above our heads. Sounded like a really big rat with big claws. Let's get a move on.
Okay. Right. So you Hirsch hits the button for the next door, opening up the corridor that leads into the office block of the B1 offices. The corridor extends south through the block, and side corridors run off to your left and right, as well as the main corridor running off to the east into D block. Ground floor of D block is another mainly family living and recreational area. Okay, so your motion tracker is reset at this point. So you can trigger your motion tracker again, singleton, if you want.
Yeah, sure.
So in which direction?
Yeah, we're still going south, aren't we? There's no point. Do we think it might be following us? Do we want to put north? Bear in mind we've just had a
Do we need
close
to level 2 to get to the armory? Or is the armory on this floor?
Yes.
There's kind of heat.
So we need to be heading up from here then, don't we? Up that ladder to the right.
We don't want to check what's down here first.
How far are you wanting to go down? Or you just wanted to scan this area?
I think probably going past the crossroads and far past the check.
Because just to the right, the ladder's up the the stairs. If the goal is to get weapons before we, I don't know, encounter or venture too far, I would suggest that we don't advance beyond the crossroads and we kind of go up into this staircase area here.
Is that what we're doing then? Are we rushing for guns?
I would suggest, yeah, my character would definitely want guns. Guns will help us fight these things, so yeah, we should go for guns. That's my answer to that question.
So do we now if we're going?
I cast McGuire a glance to see what she's gonna boss us all to do. So it's a look of contempt. It's not a look of asking for orders.
Aren't we going upstairs to get the guns?
Yeah, that was a general idea.
Go upstairs then. You have to literally tell you guys everything. Honestly. Show some initiative.
Yeah, I'll stand.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative, no. Right, I'm gonna press the button to open the door into what I'm assuming is the stairwell, but I'm not gonna step in.
Okay. Okay, right. The door slides open. So these are small doors. So it's just a similar kind of thing, but it's not a heavy armored door like the bulkhead doors. And it slides open with a hiss, revealing a stairwell going up to the next floor of the block. What's Singleton doing? Are you using your motion tracker or?
We're rushing.
Sorry,
No. Win.
you're not using your motion tracker.
Nope.
Nope. Very well. Okay, somebody doing?
Just, I suppose, getting into the room and shutting the door behind ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of
Clear.
impress everybody with my military prowess and years of basic training, because I had to do basic training many times, so I wasn't that very good at it. I always fell off the A-frame, you know, when you had to climb up it. As I tried to get my leg over, I just fell over. But you've all heard that story before, that I didn't get my leg over. Yeah, nobody ever laughs at my joke. It's a character, not me, by the way. Right, so I'm gonna do like, you know, like a colonial marine would do, and you know,
And what? Sorry.
there's a staircase kind of. I'm guessing either goes up and then to the right and then up again. You know, as it spirals.
Yeah,
round.
it's sort of it's a switchback one. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I get halfway up, I'm kind of doing that green beret colonial marine paratrooper thing where you look back and you're like looking everywhere.
Okay. Right. What's somebody else doing? Are they waiting for Hirsch to give the word, or are you just following him up?
Follow him up.
Yeah. McWhirr?
Sorry, what was the question? I missed that.
So Hirsch has gone up the stairwell, marine style. As everybody else doing it, you're waiting for him to give the word, or you're just following him up?
Oh no, waiting.
Okay.
Definitely waiting.
So Singleton and Sonny follow him up while you hang back, waiting to see what happens. Right, so Hirsch, you get to the top of the stairwell. At the top of the stairwell is a heavy. It's a single door, but it's another heavy security door, and it clearly requires security access.
Any of you grunts got security access to this door?
Would McGuire have access to this?
No, not to this. No, she's just like she's a colony officer, but just for like with the workforce.
Okay, right, yeah. And I suppose Hirsch wouldn't, because he's just maintenance.
Yeah,
now,
he's just
even
a
though his
cleaner.
background was-
He's not even maintenance;
Yeah.
he's a cleaner.
Oh,
Do we-
anyway, we could. Is there a comms unit that we could try and, or
There's no
is
broadcast,
unit we
haven't
could
we?
hack?
You could cut
Yeah,
your
but
way
I don't
through.
know. Yeah, I could try and do that.
Yeah, try and cut your way through. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Okay, just one moment.
Sick.
Bu-bu-bum. Right. So can. Oops, no, that's the wrong sheet. Can Hirsch make a heavy machinery check? You can add the bonus of the cutting torch, which it doesn't have a well, it doesn't have a combat bonus, but you can add one for the cutting torch.
There we go. 2, but I've got a panic.
No, it's not panic because it's a success. It's a panic. It's a success on a panic dice, but it's fine. Okay, yeah. So wow, is your panic level, stress level up to 4?
No, I think he hasn't cleared it down.
No, I've only got one.
Oh,
stress,
sorry,
which
I'm
is
looking at the
correct.
screen. Sorry, the screen. Scroll. Yes, you have panicked. Yes. So, so you managed to cut through the door. It'll still without with the extra one. So you managed to cut through it without severing the electronics on the door. And as you cut through, it slides open automatically, giving a squealing a little bit as it does. And can you make a panic roll? Okay, you managed to hold your nerves in check. Bit
It
nervous.
says, sorry, it says I've got to use, I've got to do a power supply roll after.
Yes, you have got to use a power supply roll. Yeah. So it's you roll as many dice as its current power level.
Okay. It grants +2 to heavy machinery rolls.
Oh,
actually.
did it grant plant too? So I do apologise.
It's quite alright.
Okay, so yeah, so it's a 1, so it loses power. It loses 1 power. So yeah, the door opens. Let's move you up onto. Let's make sure I've got the right thing selected, so I don't like completely destroy the map. Copy. Let's move you up onto the next level. There we go.
The armory.
So the door. So you're up on the next floor, and the door to the into this block is now open.
Do we know which of these rooms is the armory? Does it say?
It's located. If you check your map that you downloaded from the console, it's marked on. There's the tells you what all the icons mean. But yeah, essentially it's there.
Crosshair one.
Does this mean we can come across to the other box further south from this level? We can just
You
walk.
can, yes. So you can. So yeah. So the block B2 gives you access to E2 as well through the upper walkway.
That's useful. Okay, well, lead on to the armory then. We know where it is from the map. It's down the corridor to the left.
I'm gonna fire off the motion. Is it
Oh yeah,
only,
good idea.
is it only per level?
Sorry.
Is it only per level? Like area.
Yeah, so it'll only on on the floor. Yeah.
Well, I'll put my head kind of here.
Uh huh.
Fire it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh, where's my? Hold on. I just have to. I didn't bring a copy. I ain't got copies of the tokens on this level. I need to. One moment.
Is it directional? I thought it was 360.
No, it's directional.
Yeah, I think direction.
You have to point it in the direction you want it, I believe. If somebody wants to double check. Right, let's see. I need one of the swan. Where I put it? There it is. That. Copy that. Up. Okay, right. Let's see. Right. So, no. Again, it picks nothing up.
For the record, it's war zone.
Yeah.
I would assume it's going to be the armor, and then probably.
Yeah. So it's not going to go beyond this block, basically.
I probably pointing where I did.
Sorry.
Pointing where I did, I probably wouldn't have got this one, but
No.
everything else.
So yeah. So everything sort of like. Oops. So everything south of where you are, south of there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
As long as we're on the same page.
So if you imagine an arc, like a 90-degree arc going out from where you're stood. So well, I'm not going to draw it on because I'll mess things up. So it's power roll. Okay, so power goes down by 1 again.
How do we charge that thing up?
You'd have to find a battery.
Just out of curiosity, I did up on 5, and then obviously the first time I did it, failed. I went down to 4. It's only the time I've rolled it, and now we're on 3 already.
Yeah, you roll dice, and every time you roll a 1, it goes down by power. It's just it. But as it gets, sorry.
I started off on 5, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then that rolled 5, which dropped it. I've manually reduced it by 1, automatically. So that power roll's come out at 3. It shouldn't have gone from 5 to 3, should it?
No, it's on my screen. It's on 4. You've rolled 4 dice.
Oh, it's not dropped down. I'm looking at Morgan power supply roll.
Yeah. It don't scroll down. I keep making that mistake.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I were on about before. You might roll a panic roll, John. Oh yes, you have. Right. Okay. So can Singleton make an observation roll as well?
Is that my... Oh, I think, but I will. I'll fire it off.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Fair enough. Right. What's everybody doing?
Making its way to armory.
Yep, I think so too.
Okay,
Yep,
so
I'm
at the minute Singleton's out in front in the sort of half into this corridor.
I'm still respecting marching order. I've just put my head around.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if you see anything then.
Nope.
Okay, I shall step out in front.
Coast is clear.
Coast still clear, Phil, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks. So I'm going to come to this point here just before the corridor juts out and just put my head round it.
Okay. Again, it's deserted.
Okay, so I'll let everyone know that the coast's clear and beckon them on as I keep going forward up to the armory doors.
Okay, right, you go head down towards the armory doors, passing. Right, passing sort of command, sort of the marshal's officers and his deputies, their officers on the east side, and get to the door of the armory, which is a heavily armored door with a security keypad.
I sigh. Imagine locking the door to the guns. Can I? Can I just hit a few door buttons and press the green button, or just press the green button, see if it opens up?
It doesn't open. It just
lock Okay, I'll go to McLear and just ask her if she knows the code to this.
Yeah, I doubt it.
No, you don't.
Could we cut through it?
You could cut through it, but it would take a long time. It's heavily armored. You might be able to hack it. Might be able to bypass it with a Comtech roll.
Shall we do that? Sig, do you want to have a go?
I'll
I
have a
can
go,
try and
yeah.
help.
I can help.
Just clip up my head through each room, Phil, see if it's clear.
Okay, yeah,
Walking down corridor.
yeah. You check each room as you go past, and they all appear to be empty. Again, each room's left looks like it's just been left in a hurry.
So we're going to try hack this terminal.
What's McWhirr doing? She's staying in the stairwell. Hello?
Sorry, what are you asking me?
Is where's McWhirr? Janice staying? Is she staying in the stairwell
alright.
or?
Sorry, I was in a different screen. I hadn't noticed you guys had moved on. I'll move a bit. Well, I assume I have to help with the door.
Okay.
So
who's assisting?
I'll assist.
I'll assist.
Okay, so that's a modification of 2 on your roll. But it's also got, because of the security level of the door, it's a hard lock, so that's a -2, so that cancels out their assistance. No. It won't open. You attempt to like bypass it, but you can't. You can take some time to have another go, but so it's going to take you another 10 minutes or so.
Hey, what were them push rolls again, Phil?
What are them? What? Sorry.
Push rolls.
Push rolls. All right. So yeah. So if you fail, well, if regardless of when you made a roll, you can push a roll, which allows you to re-roll any fails, but it increases your stress level by 1.
I think it's
Right.
So if you want to push the roll, you can re-roll. It increases your stress level by 1, which does give you an extra dice as well.
Try that then, yeah.
Okay, so you increase your stress level by 1, and then make the roll. So it should roll 2 yellow dice this time as well.
So no modifiers.
No, so it's still the same roll. You're just pushing it. So it will, but the increased stress level will add an extra stress dice to it. There you go. So
yes.
you knuckle down and manage to twist a few wires together and tamper with the key, trying to bypass the keypad, and to your surprise, it gives a hiss and the door does a clunk and the door slides open.
Come on.
Brilliant.
Pile in.
Okay.
Officially pile in.
Yeah, let's get in there.
So everybody going in?
Yes.
Okay, right. You all go into it. All the weapon cabinets and things, the doors hang open, and most of the contents of the army appears to have been removed. There's only a few things left, namely an Armat 12 gauge pump shotgun and one 357 Magnum revolver with the revolver's got 2 reloads. Yeah. So there's a shotgun that's loaded, a Magnum that's loaded, and the Magnum there's also 2 reloads for the Magnum, and that's all that's left.
Any ammunition?
No extra. No, there's no more ammunition. No,
Okay, when you say reload, is that
that's ammunition.
yeah, what I meant was, is it like 2 rounds or is it 2 sets of 5 rounds?
So a reload, if you roll, so essentially guns have got, you can keep firing the guns until you panic with a gun, and when you panic with your gun, it empties the clip, and so then you need a reload. A reload means you can basically put ammo back into it. But
That's weird because you said it's a revolver, right?
yes, I know.
They don't have magazines.
No.
So is it one of the quick? Is it a quick reload? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say is it a quick reload?
Yeah. So it's essentially whatever it is to reload it. Yeah. So basically, guns are really the guns in this are really sort of the way ammunition works. It's all abstracted, so the gun won't run out of ammunition unless you roll a panic result on it.
Wow.
It's infinite ammo until then.
Yeah, and then that means you've used all the ammo's gone, and then you can only use it again if you've got a reload for that gun.
Okay.
So the revolver comes with 2 reloads.
Okay.
Who's taking what?
So
Well,
the shotgun, they're both fully loaded. So the shotgun's got fully loaded, but there's no spare ammo for it. Whereas the revolver is loaded and has 2 full reloads as well.
Well, I've got. I mean,
So
Janice has got her bolt gun, so she's okay, and she's already managed to shoot one of these things already. So I'd say Hirsch probably knows his way around a shotgun. I would have thought.
Yeah, I think my character would want the shotgun as well over the.
Yeah, it's
pistol.
like and then I think the pistol. You know, do we have somebody who's used a handgun before?
I've got 2 on range.
Well, yeah. Got nothing in combat.
Sorry, Dan, what did you say again?
I've got a 2 range combat. I think I'm adept.
No good with guns anyway, so.
So there's a Magnum revolver.
Sorry, I still sorry, Dan. I still don't know what you said. Do you want the gun or yes?
I have a service pistol.
Oh, you've got a gun, right? Okay, right, got a gun.
Gun, please.
So who hasn't got one?
Oh.
Has everyone got a weapon already?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you take it then.
Milton, you're sick.
So there you go. There's the cards for the both the guns with all the stats on.
So what do we do with those cards? Are they just like for reference on the map?
Yeah, so you can keep it. You can just keep it for reference on the map, or you can transfer it. If you transfer the information onto your character sheet, then when you roll, when you press the buttons, it'll do it automatically for you. So the bonus is how many extra dice it'll roll. The damage is the base damage that it will do. The range is the maximum range it can be used at, so it will not work beyond that range. So the shotgun's only good at short range, And because the shotgun fires pellets, fires a blast, any armor is treated as double its value.
It's actually quite funny.
right.
'Cause, I mean, I've been clay pigeon shooting with shotguns, and effective range is out to 50 meters if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But never mind.
Well, I think short range is so short range would be. What does it say about short range? I think short range is about 25 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, and there you go. And it's got a weight as well, so it's a weight. It's got a weight of 1, so it just takes up one equipment, one line of equipment, and same with the revolver.
Yeah, shotguns are surprisingly light, considering.
Classic pump action shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, the picture's a picture, and who knows what the stuff looks like in the future.
Yeah.
Awesome, right? Everyone feel a
So
bit better now? Does our panic subside now we're all tooled up?
you have to spend. So if you can spend some time to rest and like calm down. If you're in
that'd be good.
in somewhere that you think is safe, you can spend 10 minutes to so every 10 minutes that you spend in a safe area resting, your
Well,
stress
I
level will
think
go down by 1.
I mean, this feels good. We're in a safe, locked. Well,
literally
you
in
know,
a safe.
It would be a good idea.
and get to know his weapons as well. I mean, I don't know if I'd
Anything
find one of these shotguns.
I mean, anyone tries to poke their nose around this armory door, they've got what, 5 of us with guns now.
Okay, so you're going into you're all in the armory, aren't you?
Yeah.
So let's stick everybody inside the armory. Okay, the door to the armory, while you're checking over the weapons, the door to the armory slides shut behind you, but it won't.
Perfect.
You can open it from the inside. It's
You wanna
not it's
break glass.
yeah, it's not security sealed from the inside anyway. And the lock on the outside is bypassed now anyway.
Right, 10 minutes later, reduce some stress, yeah?
Yep. So for every 10 minutes you spend, spending 10 minutes on that reduces everybody's stress level by 1. I believe. So Hirsch can use his banter talent.
I will
So
tell you again about me not being able to get my leg over. Make sure that you all laugh.
so his light-hearted banter relaxes you even more, allowing you to reduce your stress by 2 instead of 1.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Janice has had to deal with all of Hirsch's sexual harassment cases, she also laughs.
So
I'm jealous from it against
10 minutes has passed, so the motion tracker is reset as well, by the way.
In that 10 minutes?
I can't hear you, Dan.
Did it pick anything up in that 10 minutes?
No, so when you trigger it is what it triggers up. So it's not like again it's abstracted, so it only tells you what happens when you do it.
It kind of lasts for the entirety of it. Tell us if
Yeah, so but it only triggers when you do it.
yeah, I understand.
Again, it's a bit it's kind of abstracted.
Yep, I get you.
Okay, so 2 minutes later, shall we head out and head down the corridor to join up with Block E2 straight south? That's on the 2nd level.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
The
We're
door.
going? Yep.
Assuming the door's locked.
Sorry.
I'm assuming the door's locked.
The door to the south is also well, no, it's not locked from this side. No. It is normally locked, but you're on the inside, so it doesn't require.
What would the opposite was that like a sheriff's?
Yeah, so that's
office,
the marshals and the deputies' offices.
it might be worth.
Sure. Poke in there, see if we can get more ammo or
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
Right, Janice will pop into this one over here to take a look around, see if there's anything useful.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
Going this one. Oh yeah, yeah, we're going together.
And what about what's Sonny doing?
Not sure.
Take the
Right
third one.
here.
You gonna stay there?
Take the third one. Take the third one.
I'm going to check this man if we've got one. If we've got two down here, let's go with this.
Okay. Okay, so Sonny's just what's Sonny doing then?
Keep my eye out.
Okay. Right, well, you can all make observation rolls then. Let's do Hannah first, shall we? Okay. Right, so you spend 10 minutes searching the office, find nothing of interest. Anything of you that potentially useful has been removed. So other than like everyday paperwork and office furniture, there's nothing here. So Janice next.
Janice.
Checking there's not. Ah, there we go. Come on. There we go.
Okay, panicked again. Jesus Christ. Okay, so can you roll 2d6 as well, please, Janice? And then after that, you can make a panic roll.
Who got them panic dice on?
Sorry?
And then
Who got them panic dice on?
What?
Get the
Stress
panic
dice.
from?
The dog on down.
Yeah, where did you get the yellow dice from?
they automatically come up.
So as your
Yeah, but we rested, so you shouldn't have got any stress
his
anymore.
stress level were higher than everybody else's.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Okay.
Right.
Did you reduce it by 2 though?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
his
right,
his stress level were because he got attacked, didn't he? His stress
Oh, yeah,
level.
stress must
Yeah,
have
his-
been really stressed.
yeah, well, she was. She got loads of stress because she got attacked, didn't she? Right. So 2-6. So yeah. So you managed to hold keep it together. You feel nervous, but you managed to keep it together. Let me see. What was that? He rolled an 11. Okay. Right. You find an abandoned the marshals abandoned a set of body armor here in a locker.
Ooh, I drag it out into the hallway.
So
And
it's so it'll give you. In fact, there's. Can you roll a d3, please? Or I can just do it if you can't find it. There we go.
no, it's
Alright,
just
cool.
seems to take.
Oh, it's taken over the
some time.
July. Okay, right. There's two pieces of body armor in this locker.
2 sets for 2 people.
Two
or
sets for
like,
2 people. So they've got each has got an armor rating of 3.
Okay, I'll drag it out, dump them in the hall, and say, "Come on, who wants these?" I'd say Hirsch should definitely have one because he's going to be in the front, and I think Sig should have one because he's in the back, and also we're going to probably need comms, so it's good if he's got some armor on him.
I agree.
I'll pick one up then.
Okay.
or I pick mine up. Because I've heard what's happened. I'm not going to be looking in this room as much, but I'm going to give it a quick glance.
Okay.
Just see if we can spot any.
Radio. Oh, yeah. So we did the pirate. Go on then. Oh, yeah. Success. Give me a 2d6. In fact, Janice can actually roll a 2d6 again as well.
Hmm.
So, okay, so Hirsch, in the deputy's drawer, you find another 357 Magnum. It's fully loaded, but it's fully loaded, but there's no extra ammo with it. And Janice, just as you're leaving the marshal's office, you notice on the wall in a cabinet there's a fire axe.
Ooh. She grabs the fire axe, fully intends on carrying it along with her. It's like, you guys have the armor, I'm keeping the axe.
So fire axe, it's got no. You can use it as a melee weapon. It's got no bonus dice, but it's got a base damage of 2.
Okay.
So I've got the Magnum and the torch.
No, you got the shotgun and the armor.
Yeah, he's just found a magnum as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sorry.
So does that mean I'm overloaded now? So I've got a cutting torch, a heavy wrench, a shotgun, and I've just found the Magnum.
So does that fill all your equipment slots on your inventory?
Is that for gear?
Yeah, so you get where's your character sheet?
Sorry.
So yeah, these. So where you've got your cutting torch, heavy wrench, so you can carry 8 items.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Right.
plenty of space.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
How much does this, which armor points does this body armor give you then?
3.
Right.
So all them items that you picked up, John, they're all like got a weight of 1. So so each one takes up a single line of your gear section.
Okay. Yeah.
If it had a weight of half, then it'd take up half of that line, and so you could fit 2 items with a weight of half on a single line.
You record your armor 3. I've got it. So just put 3 in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, McWare.
Yeah, get paid. Don't kill yourself. Remember, the bullets come out the front of the gun.
And you're stood in front of the gun. Only kidding, boss.
Yeah. Anything in the last room? We searched 3, didn't we?
Yeah, so that's it. That's all 3 rooms.
Okay.
So there's just Sonny's observation roll.
Oh, just need to step away for a couple of minutes. Be right back. You guys carry on. I'll catch up in a second.
Tell you what, while you're doing that, I'll just quickly nip and get a drink. Be like a
Okay.
minute.
Okay, right. So you hear a noise down coming from the west corridor, just ahead of you.
Right, I'll stick my head round the corner. There's a door there though, isn't there?
So well, there's to the west end of it. Yeah, there's the door that separates the edge of the block. So as you look down the corridor, you can't see anything. There's an intercom. Oh, actually, is that in the room or the corridor? And there's the door leading out the block, and then some movement catches your eye, and you see some fingers protruding from the air duct hatch.
Fingers.
Yeah, looks like fingers, although like the black, like as if they've got gloved, like gloved fingers or something. But they look suspiciously long as they extend through through the gaps in the ducting hatch.
Who's next to me?
Nobody at the moment.
Somebody is. Somebody's in corridor with me.
Yeah, well, that's kind of because all these rolls were at the same time. So Janice is
Right.
just dumping, just throwing out some them armored vests into the hallway because all these rolls happened at the same time. So you're in the hallway, or rather, you're peering around that corner, and everybody else is still. They're just finishing searching through the rooms that they're in.
Do like a loud whisper and say, "Stop! Bit! Stop movement!"
I figure since I went first, I would hear him.
Well, he's closest to you as well, so
I will move to investigate.
okay, right. You move out into the corridor to where Sonny stood. So Singleton comes out and comes out into the corridor.
I'll put my finger up to my lips and don't make a sound. Pushing into don't make a sound, and I'll point to where these fingers are coming through the vent.
Okay, right. So you look down the corridor, and where Sonny's pointing, where she's pointing, or is it he? I'm not sure if Sonny's a he or a she. Is it a he? I think it's a he.
She.
Is it a she? Where she's pointing, and you don't say anything at first. Then you notice what look like some long fingers protruding from the grills in the vent access.
Would Hannah figure that she's these previously?
I can't tell what you're saying. You're breaking up.
Would Hannah know what she'd seen, what these fingers were from Billy's bar?
They don't. They look odd.
Not familiar.
They're not.
Not human.
They don't look human. They look
Human.
overly long and.
So it's safe to say they're not friendly.
Possibly not.
Definitely not.
As you watch, it looks like it's whoever or whatever it is kind of exploring and testing, as if they're testing this the strength of this hatch.
Okay.
So you hear Sonny. You hear a harsh whisper from Sonny out in the corridor. Hirsch.
Telling us to come out.
Well, you can't quite tell what she's saying. Right, guys.
Okay.
You going out?
Stand at the door.
Okay, right. Peering out into the corridor, you can see like Singleton and Sonny peering down the west corridor.
Signalling this.
Okay. I'll step up and see what's going on. Kind of ask him what's occurring.
Try
Quiet.
quiet as well. So fingers.
Yep. Done it quietly. Yeah.
Okay, so you look down the corridor, and you can see. At first, you don't see anything, and then you see some. There's some movement by the vent access down the corridor, and you see like some look like fingers protruding from it, and start to rattle this vent access.
Back.
Can we tell when you say fingers? Do they look human fingers, or is
They
that not
look
easy to see?
unusually long, and sort of like a dark brown tan, and tan colour.
So you said fingers.
Yes. So there's a Sonny. You hear a hoarse whisper from Sonny out in the corridor, and you see Hirsch like go out into past the door, go out into the corridor and past the doorway of the office you're in to go and see what's going off.
Just join everyone in the hall. I was out anyway because I brought the armor out.
So all these roles were out at the same time. So there's something that appears to be like pulling or testing the vent in the corridor here.
I'm
The
gonna,
vent
I'm gonna
access.
be like, how far down the corridor from us?
So it is about 10 yards.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, I think there's some up there, guys. And I load my shotgun and kind of step a bit closer, ready to shoot the thing.
Okay. Right. Let me just one second.
There's another one of them things we need to send it back to where it came from. That's what my character's saying. Hoorah! As well.
Hannah is overly cautious of flying out.
Okay, as you approach, this probing stops, and you hear a strange, almost mechanical hissing coming from the vent.
Mechanical hissing. And can I see anything clearer about the fingers at all?
No, you can no. It's hard to see beyond it, unless you might get a better view if you stood directly beneath it, but not much.
Oh, is it up in the above us?
Yeah. So yeah, it's access to the ventilation shafts.
Sorry, we assumed it was down low, but you're saying it's in the ceiling.
Yeah, so it's one of the
sorry, I thought it-
ventilation. Yeah, so it's one of the ventilation
Yeah, I also
access
thought it was low,
hatches.
That's where the noise came from before.
What's above us, where we are now? So there's a ventilation outlet kind of just a bit in front of us. Is it like a solid ceiling? Or is
So
it,
it's solid ceiling, but all the corridors are aligned with various like wiring ducts and pipes, and there's a ventilation shafts run through almost every single part of the complex. So they're in the ceiling, and every at certain points there's hatches that give maintenance access to the ventilation ducts. So for instance, there's one here, which is the one that you're looking at. There's one in each of these offices here. There's one in the armory. The difference with the ones on this floor is that they're reinforced and security locked.
Okay, I'm just watching for a bit longer still.
Okay, right. All of a sudden, it's something strikes it with force from behind, and it buckles, and the hatch buckles slightly.
So we can't
I
see
think we
what's.
should be getting out of here.
Let's run down the passage, get out of here, and shut the door behind us.
We're gonna
Swear.
run away.
Right, again, something strikes it, but despite the reinforced hatch, it begins to buckle outwards.
To command center.
Yeah,
Right,
so
that's
Janet just runs over to the door and tries to open it.
Okay, right. Because you're on the inside, the door just opens automatically. There's no security
Yep.
clearance or anything. So
Head through, wait for the rest to join me.
Okay,
Shut it.
everybody going through?
Yeah, we sure
Yeah.
are.
Right, you can hear like a violent banging on the panel behind you. Right, as Hirsch is near the door, you hear a clatter of metal as the hatch hits the hits the corridor floor.
Anyway, we're waiting for Hirsch at the open door for
Yep.
it to come through before we close it.
Okay, you're right. You run through, and you hear like a skittering, like almost like claws on the metal floor of the corridor behind you somewhere.
Right. As I'm doing that, I'm going to say I think it's another one of those. We should get there and fight it. Get rid of these things.
Yeah, but let's do it from other side of the store.
What are you doing then?
Yeah. I'm following them slowly, trying to encourage them that we should be fighting these things, not running away from them.
Okay, right. As you sort of hesitate, discussing what to do, this thing comes.
He's discussing. The rest of us are outside.
Right, so you're on the other side of the door. As this
Okay.
thing comes skittering and skidding around the corner. It looks similar to the thing that you saw outside, but it's smaller and it runs. It's running on all fours, and it's like a sort of a dark brown color as opposed to the like black, like a really sort of black, shiny black color of the other thing that you saw before.
But
The
is
door.
the door open still at the moment?
It's still open at the moment.
Was it?
Yeah. So as someone's closing the door, I'm going to try and shoot at it.
Okay,
While the
let's
door's
have
kinda
let's
closed.
initiatives then.
What's the initiative? Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna say so. I'll everybody is
Initiative card or initiative dice.
it's no initiative card. So I'm just going to select everybody, and I need to put this.
Sorry, you rolling it then.
Well, it's yeah. So the cards will get dealt out. Let me move this onto the proper layer. There you go. We should be able to see that now.
Yep.
Right, and now I'll select everybody and deal everybody, add everybody onto the turn order. Yeah, and that needs to go. Wants to go. Wants to go. Too many of people. Hannah, Sonny, Morgan, and Sonny. Morgan, Holroyd needs to go. Another Janice. So I need that one twice. So we got missing. So Janice. Okay. Then get the initiative cards out, which are there. Initiative deck. Let's shuffle them. Oop. Shuffle the deck. Yes, want to shuffle the deck. And then deal to cast the turn order items. Oh, bloody hell. Ascending order. Okay, so that's turn order. Oh my god. Wow. Right.
Last again.
It's and it's first twice.
Oh dear.
Okay, so it rushes forward, closing the distance between you and it. Hirsch is it comes up to Hirsch. And do you want to roll? I'll let you deal out the death on yourself. Do you want to roll a D6 for us? I think it's a D6. There's a sheet gone. Drone. There we go. Oh. Morgan Hirsch has rolled a 6. Oh my
Not gonna be good.
It's either very good or very bad.
god. Okay, right. The alien rushes right up to you, and as it rushes up, as it opens its outer jaws, and deadly inner jaws lean out, gnashing in anticipation before snapping forwards. Take a strength. All right. Right. Its inner jaw sort of shoots out like a piston, striking you, doing 2 points of damage.
What does the armor do?
So yeah, the armor. Yeah, armor. So make an armor roll. So if you click on your armor, it'll armor. So basically, a success blocks a point of damage. So yeah, so you take 1 point of damage instead of 2, but you still receive a critical injury because of the attack type. So do you want to roll a d6 for me, please?
Just remind me on the health. So I've got 5 at the minute.
Yeah.
Does that mean I've took damage or? I can't remember. I've got 5 health and
Yeah,
so
so
I
yeah.
unclick, so I've now only got 4.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
But because of the attack, its attack it's used, it causes automatic critical injury. So you need to roll D66. D66. I think there's it's an option on your character sheet. Oh my god.
Rolling like a champ.
Jesus Christ. Right, its jaw like tears through your left leg, severing like a major artery as it does.
Oh dear.
You can't run, you can only crawl as you collapse to the floor. Oh god, let's see what's that's a minus. It's a fatal injury, and unless you retrieve medical aid from somebody, you will bleed to death.
I'm not too bad then, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
there a
okay.
way
Critical
of marking that?
injuries.
Oh, you just got to remember.
Sorry?
Oh, critical injuries.
Yeah.
So what is it? Leg wound?
So it's a leg wound. It's severed a major artery in your leg.
Yeah, but you don't put that down on your character sheet. You just tick critical injury, don't you?
Text box.
There's a text box for putting details in. So yeah. So it's a fatal injury. And it's got a -1 on your death checks, I think. So if you suffer a critical injury listed as fatal, you must make a death roll when the listed time runs out. So so at the end of a shift. All right, so that's not bad. So that's hours. A shift is time units. A shift is 5 to 10 hours. So it won't kill you yet. You've got plenty of time, but you can't run. You can only crawl. So you can't walk. You can't walk unaided.
Awesome.
Yep. So it does. Yeah. So and then it attacks again. So do you want to roll? Do you roll d6 again? 3.
There we go. That's less bad, surely.
Odd numbers, not good.
Okay. Okay, make an armor roll. As it sort of skitters, almost flips over in the like flips in the corridors. It runs up the wall and then dives straight at you, trying to grab hold of you. But you manage to somehow roll out the way, and it lands hard against the wall and falls prone. So next to act is Singleton.
How close is he?
Sorry,
How close is he to the alien?
how close is Hirsch?
Yeah.
Is in engage range. Is right next to it.
If I start shooting, are you going to get sprayed with acid?
Possibly yes.
I
I don't think you'd really know about that anyway, would you, at this point?
No.
Yeah, we
Probably.
do know. Previously we've dealt with it.
But having just seen what it did to me, would you be worried, or would you just shoot the?
I would try and retrieve you first.
What you're gonna try? You're gonna grab him and pull him out of the way.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, he can still use his gun if I'm dragging him away.
Righto. Okay, right. You grab Hirsch and pull him back out of the way.
Yep. Do I need to make any kind of roll, or is that
No, there's no need to make a roll for that. Trying to grab hold of Hirsch. That him? No, that's the thing. Can't see him under there somewhere. There he is. So yeah, you drag Hirsch back. Okay, so next to act is Hirsch.
Ah, my leg.
Yeah, I think that's about the size of it. So then next to act is Janice.
Fucking hell. Can Janice shoot at it from here?
Yeah.
From where she is?
Yep. So she's not
Awesome.
engaged. She's just out of engaged range. So yeah, she's in short range. What weapon are you using?
Bolt.
The bolt.
Tatsumi bolt gun.
Bolt gun. So that counts as armor piercing as well, I believe.
Correct.
Has it got armor piercing value, or does it just say it's armor piercing?
It just says armor piercing, single shot.
Right. Okay.
What do I roll?
So it's a ranged combat. You roll your ranged combat, and if you ask for a bonus, you just see if has your gun got has it got a bonus?
No. No, it's just zeros.
Bolt gun. Where is it? Bolt gun. Short range, damage 3, armor piercing.
So I rolled, and it's all blanks on all the dice, so I assume that's.
So that's a miss. You can push your roll if you want, but that increases your stress level by another 1. But it allows you a second chance of making the roll.
Yeah, I think she'll push. Why not?
It is stressed enough, aren't you?
That's about to say. Yeah. So how do I push a roll?
So
Try another one.
So you just add your stress, add 1 onto your stress level, and then just click the roll the button again for that action.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh wow!
Wow! Wow! Oh my God, that's bad.
Full on shitting yourself.
Oh wow!
If you're lucky.
Oh, is that 3? I think that's 3 rolls as well. Panic roll. If you roll 1 or more, 1 stress rise. so it's on now. So that must have been one of the early ones. So yeah, so it doesn't matter how many you roll. It's just about one roll. So make a panic roll then. So you miss. A 7. So a nervous nervous twitch, your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs within short range, so that's everybody, increases by 1. So everybody's stress level goes up by 1. As like Janice fires this bolt while it skitters off, bounces off the wall and flies down the corridor, and she
Okay,
develops. She
now.
goes into like a nervous twitch. Okay, so that was a long action. You've got a quick action left. If you need a list of actions, they are here. So this reference sheet.
Just taking a look. Fast. Say fast action.
Yeah, so shooting is a slow action, so you got a fast action left. So on your initiative, you can do a slow action and a fast action, or 2 fast actions.
She'll retreat through the gate.
Okay.
Through the door.
Okay.
Guys, behind.
Sorry, Dan.
Where me and Hirsch are,
Yeah.
the exit point of the terminal, there are 2 doors. One where you guys are fighting the alien, and then one behind us locked. Yeah, kind of here on this map, on the handout that we got, kind of of it. So I'm hoping just south of the armor door that we could shut, just under the B of 2.
Yes. So there's a double. So there's another door that leads into the second door. Leads into the. It's the door that leads into E block.
What? Yeah, like an airlock. We're in the middle of the air block.
Yeah. So you're in between. You're in between 2 bulkhead doors.
Yeah. So if you don't want to fight this thing, come through and we'll shut the door, and then we'll.
So where it stands at the minute, the aliens still in B block on the other side of the bulkhead door. So you can actually shut that from the side that they're currently on.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep. Sounds good.
So Sonny's gonna. Oh, got 2 Janices in the thing. So Sonny's gonna shut the door. Okay, right. So Sonny hits the button on the door, and the bulkhead slides shut. As the creature gets to its feet and begins slamming repeatedly into the heavily armored door. Okay, what are you doing?
Needs some first aid, don't she? Or it Hirsch.
It's Hirsch, yeah.
Hirsch got a hit.
Took a bit of a hit.
So Hirsch, you need it needs a medical thing to stop him from. It'll stop his bleeding and basically stop him get rid of his fatal wound.
First aid.
Zero.
Who's got medical aid?
0.
We're
0.
just near the Medilab.
Yeah,
I've
around the corner.
got 2 in medical aid.
So it won't have to make a check to see if it kills him for like at least 5 hours. But he can't walk unassisted.
So if we make a medical aid check, can he then walk?
No, not until it's fully healed, which will take days.
We are here, and Medlab's here.
Yeah.
We need to stop my bleeding.
Yeah, let's just drag him down there, see what we can find.
The door's quite.
Close to the morgue as well, actually.
Drop him off there instead. Leave him there. It's fine.
What's medical aid gonna do then? Just stop him
So
being
medical
in 5 hours?
So medical aid is used for if somebody's broken, it removes the broken status, so then they can heal naturally, or it's to stop somebody from dying.
You're not going to die until 5 hours.
But it doesn't have to make, with that particular injury, it doesn't have to make a check until a shift has passed, which is at least 5 hours.
Which by that time we kind of want to be off of this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ideally, you don't want to be leaking blood everywhere either, I suppose.
No, that's what I mean. So is it worth doing the medical check, or is it worth getting us to the Medilab? You know, from a game perspective, because the idea is to stop the bleeding. But would a medical check do that, or do we need to get to the Medilab?
A medical check would do that. There might be things in the med lab that give you get a better chance of doing that, because equipment gives you bonuses.
Yeah. From a game perspective, then I think we should be making it to the med lab. But you guys, obviously, I'm lying there bleeding, so
I agree.
I mean, you're.
Yeah, we drag him to the med lab.
As long as it's not occupied.
So what are you doing then? So there's another
Med lab.
blast door that's like with the that's the entrance into E block.
Gonna kind of step out
Open it.
from giving ideas now, given that I'd probably been laying there moaning a lot.
Yeah.
Open.
Okay. Yeah. There's no. Sorry.
I don't mind taking lead on moving. So obviously we're running a trap.
Okay. Do you want to like put yourselves in some kind of marching order then?
Yeah, there's a new one as well. Her, sorry. Can't move on it. Can't move on her own, can she? Crawling. He's crawling.
Yeah. So Hirsch can't. Yeah. Only way he can move by himself unassisted is to crawl.
The guys in. Yep. And I'll take point on towards Medlab.
So Singleton's going at the front.
Yep.
What about everybody else? Alan?
Oh, Janice can go next, I suppose.
Okay.
Who's helping Hirsch?
Have to be me.
Okay, well, I can help as well, so two of us can drag him. Each grab a shoulder strap and just drag him down the hall.
Yep. So yeah,
Yep.
Sig and Sonny, Sig and Hirsch are buddies, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So Sonny and Hirsch are at the back, are they? Yeah. Followed by
Solid movers, aren't we?
with Janice and then Hannah at the front. Yeah. Okay, right. You open the door into E block. Right, the corridor ahead of you is in obvious signs of disarray. There's equipment and papers from adjoining offices in here are like spilling out into the corridors. Yeah, so the air looks in complete chaos. As you pass the morgue, you can see like body bags piled up.
Oh yeah.
Take a cursory glance as we run past.
Okay, so this is the morgue. Like I say, you can see there's a thick security glass window, and you can see there's like quite a few bodies in body bags, like haphazardly piled on the floor rather than stored in cooling units. Ahead of you down the corridor, there's an office at the end. To to the west side is Med Lab, and at the end is the command center.
Med lab.
Yeah, MedLab first.
Okay.
So as we're moving down, Hannah's checking all the corners.
Right. Sorry.
Soon as we're moving down, Hannah's checking all the corners and making sure nothing's going to jump out on him.
Okay. Right. As you head down the corridor as well, you can hear this. You can behind you. You can hear the dull, although muffled, thudding of that creature battering against the bulkhead door.
Good up until the med lab entrance.
Right. Yep. So going to Med Lab. Okay. Right. You go into go through the door, open the door, and go into Med Lab. Let's see. I've got a picture of the Med Lab, I believe. Oops. There we go. There's Med Lab.
Lovely.
Okay, the Med Lab consists of an examination room and a quarantine booth. Although there's a viewing window and an intercom. The entire place is in shambles, and empty cabinets are flung open and overturned in a mad scramble for medical supplies. Inside, you see a woman inside the quarantine room, and as she spots you, she begins hammering on the glass. Although you can it barely makes a sound as she hammers on the glass of the from the other side of the quarantine, and she's like, you can see her mouth moving, and she's shouting and screaming, but you can't hear her. Just to the side is a intercom for speaking to like inside quarantine.
Oh, Janice presses the button. Does she recognize her?
It's Dr. Comiskey. What's she called? I forgot what she's called. The woman from
The one who was on the video.
So yeah, it's Miranda. No, it's
Theodora.
Miranda. Yeah, so it's Theodora Malinsky. Miranda. What's her name?
Two
That's all
came
right.
on that shuttle.
If it's not,
Yes.
if it's
Yes, it's
sorry, what?
it's
Miranda
Miranda Reynolds, chief scientist. It's one of the people that came on the shuttle from the company.
Theodore Kaminsky.
Yeah, Theodore
Okay.
Kaminsky. Right, as you
So
press on
she
the
was
intercom,
the
she
one
goes, just
mentioned.
let me out of here now!
So hang on. So was she the one on the video that we had from the maintenance guy?
The one that he mentioned.
So yes.
Yes.
One
So
of two.
yeah, he's
Okay,
one of the
right.
two people that he mentioned. Yeah, one of the
Okay.
company people that came on the shuttle.
Okay. I go. Well, what are those things? What are they doing here? How'd they get here?
Right, as you're speaking to along with Kaminsky in the quarantine room, you can see there's a dead body of a man on an examination table, and a specimen tube with a crab, a large crab-like creature with a tail. That's suspended in a fluid, and it appears to be alive as it thrashes around and claws at the tube that's containing it. Another one of these creatures lies on the floor, apparently dead.
What killed it? Can we see?
What killed it? You can't see what killed it. As like
Okay.
Comiskey hammers on the glass, you can see like tracks of old tears down it lining her cheeks.
Has she explained herself yet? We asked her a
Just
few questions.
Get me out of here now, please. Just open the door.
Not doing a fucking thing until you answer our questions.
What are you talking about? Just open the door. What's the problem?
Start fucking talking, you bitch.
What do you want to know?
Why are you in?
I asked you 3 questions. What are those things? Where they fucking come from? What you got to do with it?
This is when the colonists brought it back from that wreck. You must have heard about it.
Did we hear about it?
Yes. So the one of the wildcatters was sent out there to investigate something, and they came back infected. So that's where they're they're infected with something, and that snake-like creature kill them. You don't really. The details are sketchy.
Okay, so what does she have to do with it then?
So the company sent us. We just came to investigate and help you people out. Just let me out of here.
Janice glances at the group. What do you guys think? Don't want to leave her to die, but also want to know what the hell she knows.
I say open the door.
Okay.
She's in quarantine. She's got to be in there for a reason. Did she put herself in there?
Oh, good question. Why? How'd you get in there? Did you put yourself in, or were you put in there? Do you have one of those things inside you?
I came in to deal with the patient, and the quarantine was triggered when the base went into lockdown. I got locked in here.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, that sounds plausible. Fine. I hit
Get,
the
look, now
button that lets
open
her
the
out then.
door and get me out of here.
Well, she can fuck off with the demands, but I'll let her open the door. And I open the door for her.
Okay, right.
Now, from the video. Sorry. Carry on.
So you open the door and she staggers out, sort of, and leans against one of the examination tables in the med lab, catching her breath.
So now on the video,
Yeah.
Close the door again, Phil.
Okay.
On the way.
So on the video, the chap mentioned this woman and somebody else arrived.
And Miranda
then their
Reynolds.
shuttle was, then their shuttle was prepped to leave.
Yeah.
And he thought they were involved somehow, and that was it. Was there anything else?
Yes. So essentially, so he thought they were essentially involved. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to know if he's got a key card that can get us shit that he's got. Or do we know the sex of this person? Theodore, I'm guessing it's a boy.
Sorry?
Theodore, I'm guessing it's a boy.
No, it's a woman.
A woman? Oh.
Theodora. Theodora.
Right, apologies.
Oh,
Well,
in fact, here there's a little token for her as well.
Well, Janice is very interested in what this woman has to say. Well, what do you know about these creatures, and why did you release them on this planet? Of all places.
Right, she looks around. She looks around at you all, looking a bit puzzled at first, as if like shock's starting to settle, just starting to hit her, and then she sits down. Says, Reynolds intercepted some transmission from some corporate exec on Earth, and decided to elbow in on some find or something. She got me together as part of an inspection team off the books, and we came here, and it's just turned to hell since. These things, they're infecting people with some kind of bacteria, and these creatures, they're growing inside them like a host, like some kind of parasite. And then it grows into those things, those big things.
Fucking hell. Do we all get a level of panic then? Go on, give us some more panic. Stress, I mean.
Not at the moment, no. Surprisingly.
Really? Holy fuck. Okay.
My leg. My leg.
So has she got any medical expertise, the scientist type?
Well, she's a doctor. Yeah.
Say, what first thing you can do just to help sort this out is fix his leg.
Okay, right. She says, yeah, of course, yeah. And so
Push
Can I have
the body off the table, slap Hirsch on the table.
so the body's inside the quarantine room. There's no body out here.
Oh, right, okay, never mind then.
So what you saying, Lee?
I can assist, can't I?
Yeah, you could assist. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So she makes a roll then. Where's the character gone? Okay, right. She manages to. Takes about 10 minutes or so, but she manages to patch Hirsch up. Right. She looks looks at Hirsch and sort of whispers, "I'm afraid that leg's had it. You'll not walk on that again." But at least you're not going to bleed to death now.
And I'll be like, who is this quack? Medical qualifications she got. I'll walk again. I fought in the war, you know. The Great War of 82.
Right. Hell, Hirsch is actually.
So what does that mean for me as a character? Am I still not able to walk?
So you
unaided?
cannot walk unaided. It is a permanent injury.
Okay, but I don't. Do I need to do any rolls or anything?
No,
or,
you're now not going. You're not going to bleed to death now. It's not going to
Okay.
kill you. You just cannot walk. You cannot walk without assistance or either somebody helping you or a crutch.
Walking stick or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a crutch or an electric
There's
wheelchair or
something you could. There's probably something around that you could use as a crutch.
Like a scientist or something.
So what y'all doing?
Well, Janice wants to know how we're going to save people from these creatures. Can we evacuate people off the planet? Do we have enough space on their ship to get everyone off?
I'm gonna.
Ship?
I guess
What
I'm still
ship?
lying on the table.
Your shuttle.
Oh, yeah, the shuttle. Yeah, we can get away on the shuttle. Yes, of course. I've got the car. I've got the key card here. No,
Excellent.
there's.
I'll have that.
We should definitely take the key card.
Janice takes the key card off the scientist type.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, McWhirr, I don't know if you've not seen what that thing can do to us in the space of 2 seconds. We shouldn't be hunting around this facility looking for people. They've probably already gone as anyway. Look at how badly we're faring. We just need to get off of here and get off of here now.
No, we need to try and save as many people as possible.
Kaminsky, you're mad. They're dead already. We can't even. There's barely enough room for us on that shuttle.
Listen to the woman. She knows what she's on about.
How big is this shuttle?
It's a typical shuttle. That'll hold about 6 people, maybe.
Okay. Right. So to shift all these people, we'd have to like have something else come. Right. Okay. Well, does Kaminsky know? I assume it's Kaminsky, not Kaminsky. Does Kaminsky know if any sort of call for help has been sent back to the wider corporation?
Says, yeah, I think the corporation know about it.
Well, I know that she muscled in on something that the seniors, her boss, muscled in on something the seniors had been talking about.
You'd have to ask. I forgot. I keep
Reynolds.
Reynolds. You'd have to ask Reynolds. I'm just here. I'm just
Right.
here as scientific advisor.
Is Reynolds still alive?
I haven't seen or heard from her for ages now.
Define
Well-
agent.
A couple of hours, maybe more.
Well, the
I'm not
video said that she was locked in corporate offices,
So
didn't
she's
it?
in
Which was
Simpson's
C2.
offices, yeah. So she's in C. So he said that she were in C block.
Okay, well, the choice we have is go back the way we came,
Which
through the creature,
Yeah.
and then to C2 block, or we could maybe go down a level and try and do it down a level.
Could go through the casino.
Casino, I don't think links through to.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, sorry.
No, but there's stairs in the casino, which means you could get to the casino and go down.
There is outside. Yeah, there is outside door to as well. But I don't know where we'd get the C block from the casino. Level 1. Could get downstairs to the casino, but I don't know how we'd get in the block from. Tried with West Lock and that didn't.
Yeah, we tried through the entrance last time, didn't we? But we couldn't get the doors open.
But there is another entrance. Commercial office.
Yeah.
It's up to you, boss.
Okay. Right, let's go to the casino and then we'll go down to the ground floor and try and cut across to the C block and get upstairs that way. Unless you guys want to try and fight your way through that creature. I mean, considering what it did to her, I don't think we should try and. I think we should try and avoid them as much as possible.
Supposed to be trained as well, so I reckon wide berth.
Sorry, say again?
He's supposed to be trained as well, so I reckon we give it a wide berth.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, right.
I don't know about you guys, but I ain't going to be going anywhere really quick, so...
Is there a
I'm
wheelchair or something in this room?
No.
more
No.
for getting to the casino with you, but I don't want to be traipsing through the rest of the complex, and I want to be heading kind of straight to the...
Ooh, hang on, the command center's here, isn't it? Just around the corner. We
Yeah.
can pop into the command center, see if we can actually see on the cameras if there's a clear route.
Ah, good point. Yeah.
Okay, right. Right, come with me, and all of us sort of, well,
Just another reminder about people's personal agendas in case you've forgotten them.
yeah. So, come on, Comiskey, you're sticking with me. Janice at all times makes sure that Comiskey's within arm's reach of her.
Okay. Right, so you head out of MedLab down the corridor and into command.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got another picture. Oops, don't do it like that.
Oh, that image says it's mainframe?
Yeah, so the mainframe's there as well, yeah. So there.
I used to run mainframes back in the day.
E-block. Okay, right. Go down the back down the corridor, and into the command center, or ops, as commonly referred to. Right, the ops is the nerve center of the colony, monitoring vital functions and security. Oh, we got some. I believe.
Okay, can we see anything on the cameras?
It's usually busy, but right now it's unmanned. The intercom hisses static, and the CRT screens flicker. CCTV system appears to be damaged, but it might be possible to repair it.
Sig, do you want to try and repair it? I can help.
I'll try, yeah.
I can +1 too.
Okay.
Take.
I'm going to while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to be on the corridor, just like propped up with my shotgun pointing up the corridor.
Okay. Okay, that's a success, but also a panic. So can you make a panic roll, please? Okay, right. So nothing happens. You just like manage to hold it to keep it together. Okay, right. Yeah, Sig manages to get the security camera security system back online, and you're able to flick through the few cameras that are still actually working. The first one that comes up is of the maintenance garage in the sub-level.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where all the
you,
people are.
where all the people were, but yeah, a horrific, a scene of slaughter and carnage is displayed on the screen. There's just the walls are covered from end to end with blood, entrails, and body parts. But you don't see a single, as the camera pans across the scene, you don't see a single person, whole person. There's just the odd limb lying here scattered about the room, but no actual bodies. And you can get a stress level for that.
Everybody.
Everybody who was viewing the CCTV monitors.
Everyone except her, she's out in the corridor.
Yeah.
Well, I think Janice is going to load some chunks.
Right, the next, continue flicking through the monitors.
Well, yes, please.
Right, so the next one flicks through onto a deserted corridor. You can't tell it. The displays. There's interference on the display, so it's impossible to tell you which block where the corridor is located. But in the distance, you can see some movement.
Try and make out what it is.
Right. Well, there's controls for zooming in, panning and zooming the camera if you want to use them.
Nah, I'd rather just struggle. Yeah, please, we'd like to zoom in.
Okay, right. Zooming in, you catch sight of the bloody remains of a person being dragged slowly out of view into like some kind of ducting.
Okay.
But as you zoom in as well, you're able to catch a registration number on the corridor, and able to identify it as Block A. What are the officers in Block A1? Where you were before.
Hey.
So that's the north. It's off the
yeah.
north lock.
I wonder if that's the android.
No. There's lots of blood, so it's not the android.
Oh, okay.
Okay, gonna keep flicking through them.
Yep. Carry on.
Okay, right. So you can flick through to the next. Flick through several dead cameras until you come to the next one that's working. And again, there's catch movement on the camera, and it's showing the south lock on this block, on the floor below. Just inside the lock, you see there's one of these creatures. And you suddenly realize that it's directly below you. Right, as you watch the screen, you see it's stand there, its head raised, as it seems to be like listening, as its tail whips around in the air behind it. Everybody viewing the screen takes another stress level.
My God.
And that is the last of the working cameras.
Okay. So, right. We couldn't really tell, but it looks like at least the route to the casino may be clear. So, let's get moving and try and get into the corporate head office as quick as possible. I want to get my hands on Reynolds. I want to hear from her own fucking face what she's been doing. And then I think we need to get to that shuttle. Get out of here.
Can I just confirm then? Madness in 1.
Sorry?
Can I just confirm then? There's madness in A1 where we were previous.
Madness?
Yeah, like that alien thing dragging people around.
Yes, that was on the ground floor in A1.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And where was the other?
I was.
Ours
So there's
below us,
one below in the airlock.
like 6 foot.
In the airlock on the level below, directly below where you are.
So we're in 1 then. So A1 and 1.
A1 on A1, which is the ground floor of Block A. The one at the airlock is directly below here in E block, at E1 at the south lock, just inside the south lock. The other one was in that attacked you just a while ago, was in B block.
A1, E1, B. Okay, thank you.
So there's what? So there's, you know for certain there's one in A block and E block, and possibly one still in B block.
Yeah.
That doesn't count the really small one that we saw.
No. Okay, so what are you doing? So what's Hirsch doing, by the way?
Watching that doorway at the top.
Okay, what here? This one. Sorry?
I don't know how I can mark it. That, you know, like the long corridor looking up.
Yeah, you don't see the pinging.
If
Bing,
you long press on the map, it pings
bing.
left mouse.
Oh yeah, morgue passage.
Yeah, I've got it now. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. No, it's like I say, there's no movement at all. What's everybody else doing?
So
What's yeah? So you're leaving. Yeah. Is anybody else doing anything? Hannah doing anything before you leave? Command ops.
We seem to have observed a lot of things, but I'm not sure what we actually. Are we going towards the ship, or are we going to try and find the she's called Miranda Reynolds? Are we finding Miranda Reynolds, or are we going for the escape ship?
I don't know. We've got a key card for the shuttle, haven't we? Do we need it?
I don't think we do, no. But
no, we do. We do, because there were 2 keys. One was Reynolds, one was the scientist, and I've just taken the key card.
We don't need another
We
one,
have it.
do we?
No, but I want Reynolds.
okay, let's go for Reynolds then. Who was in C block?
Yeah.
A block. Oh yes, C block. You're right.
Cool.
So you're leaving.
Right, so-
You're leaving ops then, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, right. As you're leaving the door, as you head towards the door to ops, there's a sudden buzzing comes from the intercom panel, from an intercom panel, and a light's flashing on you. It's making an
What does that
incredibly
normally
loud.
mean?
It's somebody just buzzing an intercom, making a really loud, persistent noise.
I'll just go press the button then, see who it is.
He goes, "It's Morgan. Is that you? Who's that? Is that somebody there? Who's there?"
Who is this? Well, it's Janice McWhirr. Who is this?
It's Osterman. Osterman. You gotta help me. These I'm in the bar. There's one of those
Okay, well-
There's one of those things outside the door. You gotta come and help me. It's gonna get in here.
Okay, Morgan, we're heading towards the shuttles. Make your way to the shuttles and we're going to try and get out of here.
I can't get out. There's something outside the door.
Okay, well, hold tight. We'll see if we can break you out in a few minutes.
Right, you can
We're
hear
gonna-
this. Like, you can hear this like thud, thud, this like heavy thudding. He goes, quick! He's gonna get in here. Gotta get me out.
Okay. Right, let's get through to the casino then. We need to head down to the ground floor, and I think we have to go outside anyway to get back into C block. And isn't the bar in front of C block?
It is north of the block.
Yeah, so we kind of got to head there anyway, in that area. Okay.
Right. Oh well, who didn't? I suppose Hirsch did. So yeah. So you. So everybody heard that. Well, Hirsch heard the commotion, but wouldn't been able to make out what was being said. So they all. There's this shouting. In fact, it goes on. So this Osterman guy is still shouting over the intercom as you leave ops.
Yeah, well, we can't stick around, so got to move.
I'm gonna ask what's going on. I heard a commotion in there. What's occurring?
Someone's stuck. Someone's stuck in the bar. Billy's bar. So we're gonna see if we can get past there after we get our hands on Reynolds.
Hell yeah! Let's go and waste some of these bug things.
Right. So into the casino, down the stairs.
Okay, so with Hirsch crippled, you can only move instead of moving 2 zones, you can only move 1 zone at a time.
Okay.
That might be a bit better anyway.
Okay, right. So you head back out in the corridor and down the west corridor out of E block towards the casino.
Is Kaminsky coming with us?
Sorry.
Is Kaminsky coming with us?
Yes.
Definitely coming with us.
I don't think McWhirr's giving her a choice.
No. No, you notice McWhirr's got her eyes fixated on Comiskey.
So yeah, I shall let you be able to control. Where is it?
Okay, do we make it to the casino without any further excitement?
Right. So yeah. So you get exit through the door into what's it? Corridor that leads down to the casino. Let me just.
I'm hanging back a bit, Phil, and then nipping into the med lab.
All right, you're waiting and hanging and going up it. Okay, right, fair enough. Right. So if anybody needs to send you can send whispers and stuff if anybody needs to message anybody, by the way. Let's see. There we are. Okay, right. The rest of you head off down the corridor. And make your way into Tannen's casino. So the fresh bling about this place can't hide the utilitarian nature of the place. The disused walkway from the upper floor of E block that connects it like it's an old disused corridor. This and the access way is dark and cluttered. There's old storage boxes blocking some of the way, so you have to clamber over them to make your way towards the entrance to the casino. You can all make an observation check apart from Sonny.
Sorry, chaps, I need to drop off, I'm afraid.
Ah.
I don't think we're going to finish this in half an hour. Unless we all die horribly.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to carry on, that's great. I think Janice will just keep hands on Comiskey and just try and pressure people into, you know, grabbing Reynolds and then heading for the shuttle.
Okay. So,
And
I'm
Say
happy
again.
to drop here and kind of hit a point in the story again, aren't we?
okay. Well, yeah, we can leave it. We can pause it there. We can. I don't know if anybody's free like midweek to finish it off.
yeah, I'm free except for Tuesdays and Thursdays, unless you. Yeah, Tuesdays it's all night. I've got scouts and stuff, and Thursdays, the first part of the evening, I'm busy. Otherwise, rest of the week I'm free.
So yeah, we could finish it off on Wednesday if people are good for that.
Yeah, I think Wednesday
So,
should work.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
cool.
Yeah.
Right, shall we
Awesome.
leave it there then? And then yeah, I don't think
Cheers.
there's much left now.
Cheers, chaps. I'll catch you later. Have a
See
good
you
one.
later.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Soon.
Sorry.
Soon. Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yep. Excellent.
Did you do a message GM in
Uh,
text box?
Yes, so you can like put /G, what is it? You like /whisper and then the name. So if you were, I can do DM. Oh yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Slash
can.
W space DM.
Yeah, you can do /W space GM. And if you want to whisper to another character, you /whisper and their character name, which is really difficult if you want to whisper to Dan.
Cool. Is there anything else to discuss?
Um, no, I don't think so. I think that's fine for now. I reckon.
Cool. Forward to Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
All right.
See you
Speak to you later, then, Dan.
Bye bye.
Alright, just sent this message.
Where am I? Test. I don't think anybody else is here. Anybody else in this chat thing now? Just like move. No. Move to whisper on. There we go.
Oh, on roll 20.
Yeah, no, I was just Lou was still in chat thing. It's all right. There's nobody else in chat thing, so you can just tell me.
You seen that test message in roll 20 though?
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So just a test to see if.
See if it works. Yeah. Right,
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay, I get you.
So I'll just use that for next time then.
You what? Sorry.
Just use that for next time then.
All right. So right, you don't want to resolve that bit now then.
Can do if you want.
Yeah. Might as well. Yeah.
I'm just getting a closer inspection of the room and these creatures in the especially this live one in this tube.
Okie dokie.
See if there's anything to sort of like contain it and transport it.
Right. Let's see. So there's some bags you can take. You can make if you make an observation test. Um, um,
And the one of the stress dice.
oh yeah, it still counts as success because they give you better.
Alright.
It's still it's just because they increase your chances of success. So the success
Oh, yeah,
on
I
it,
forgot about that. Yeah.
it's just the one. It's just the like the facehugger thing. You don't want to roll on the stress dice. Right, there's there's like a container that you could put that tube, that specimen tube into with the live specimen in. You also find some coolant, some like canisters that are labelled as hypercoolant spray.
Right. So could I put it in one of these canisters?
So you can put it like you can put the thing in kind of like a protective canister. Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Okay. Very well. So it'll count as it'll probably count as as like a large item. So that'd be like a two take up 2 slots of your gear list.
Yeah.
Very well. So yeah, I guess we'll I guess we're gonna leave it there and finish it off on Saturday. So what are you gonna do about like are you trying to hide it or something, or
Well, I don't think I can hide it, can I?
there's some like sort of carry-all sack things you could put it in, but I mean people might notice you're carrying something, but you could hide the
I'll put it in
canister
yeah.
in like a
Put it in the
carry-all
sack,
thing.
yeah.
Very well. Righto. So make a note of that, and we'll pick it up on Wednesday then.
Just read BBC News website that for camping is go outdoors, called it administrators.
Go outdoors, as?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Hell. There's loads of. I reckon there's going to be loads of places that are just collapsing. I mean, there's a gaming shop in Stocksbridge. They like put a message out saying they've had to decide not that they can't reopen. I reckon there's going to be loads of places, isn't there?
Yeah.
But I think go outdoors were struggling before all this anyway.
The rules for opening pubs and all, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know how Richard's gonna
Actually,
cope.
this might have been a bonus to him actually, because he won't get any customers anyway, will he?
No,
Just furlough.
yeah,
He
well,
just furlough, can't he?
yeah. So hopefully, I think he'd set himself up as a limited company as well. So that changed. That affects like what kind of support he could get. But I can't remember if that worked in his favour or not. I think it did, but I don't know what he's going to do because it's not like a lot of pubs. that have got like a beer garden and some kind of outdoor area.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of pubs haven't got an outdoor area or
No.
beer garden.
No.
What about you're not allowed to go to a bar. You're gonna have to download an app to order a beer, sit at prescribed tables. It sounds ridiculous, and there's going to be patrols to make sure everybody's keeping distances.
Yeah, well.
It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
only going to be a limited amount of people allowed into a pub.
Don't know.
Imagine Barnsley Town Centre on a Saturday night.
I know. Don't know.
It's not going to work.
No, I don't think it will either. No. I mean, I'd seen something that's supposed to be like well, they want to reduce it to like a meter distance, don't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, like I say, I don't know, like how Richard and people like him are going to cope. I mean, Richard Rob Verge are opening his nightclub bit as well.
Phil,
Hello?
I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Yeah, okie dokie. I'll speak to you later.
See ya.
Have you any thoughts on what you want to do about the camping thing?
Mentioned July again, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, at first Trish was saying, and then she turned around and said, "Well, just go." And but like so, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm probably more risk to you and Pat than than I'm probably more a risk than either you or Pat. So
Well,
it's
it's supposed to develop symptoms after 5 days, and it's like camping's. It's like 2 weeks away, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
You'll know by that time
Well, yeah,
if you've got out or not.
true. So
I think I've already had it anyway.
yeah, I know you said. Um, and Pat works from home on his own anyway. So like I say, it's me who's a bigger risk than anybody else because I'm just exposed to
You're a bigger risk in catching it or passing it on.
well, both, because I've got more chance of picking it up. I mean, like I said, 5 people in office this last week. I mean, there's been nobody, and then this last week, 5 people in office have gone down with it.
Mm.
So
2 people at Manor Bakeries, as I know, last week.
yeah.
There's like 900 people who work at that place.
Yeah. Well,
Like all big factories are starting to get hit.
yeah,
So that meat packing place in Germany, won't there?
yeah.
Saw a spike, and there's the meat packing place in this country that caused a spike as well.
Yeah, well, supposedly official policy at Royal Mail is if somebody in one of the offices is tested positive for it, then they're supposed to close entire office down for 24 hours. But they've just like, no, we're not doing that.
In a factory, it's designed to be standing almost shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
No way around it other than giving